and the glory that the London Spitfire once held as an organization, Matt. Far cry from that now, but a decent start. It's the slow here on the back line and constantly waylaying them. Sparker's going to be able to get alive, but only just. There had to be an effective body grenade to keep him standing, and Dante is everywhere. Really hard to keep tabs on this Doomfist, and the Spitfire get absolutely grounded.
Yeah, they've not taken this to keep himself alive. It's been a blowout.
Oh my. Pelican focusing beam, cuts it off short there as Sparker does have a tactical visor. Dante power blocks most of it, and Merritt slaps him down from behind the defensive position of that Doomfist. Hardy needs to jump in, but he knows it's essentially to his demise. Try and last as long as he can here, but the Primal Rage is going to keep him off the point.
Pelican.
Yep, about as one-sided. Okay, Landon goes down early here, so the Spitfire allowed the initiative to be taken away from them, but Sparker has a pretty big gun right now. Pelican forced to duplicate here. Sparker in a little bit of trouble. Dante's able to take him down, but Merritt's gone on the other side of the map. So Pelican, even in Duke form here, doesn't really have the teammates to help him work this retake. He just wants to try and get some decent position to start with. Sparker being hit with the body grenades. Not a great start though. Landon, that's a sleek dart, not missing, or rather, completely missing. Dante, though, is pretty accurate there with that big old punch hitbox. And this is the Outlaws now putting the Spitfire in dire straits indeed. 95 and counting, Matthew.
Much closer, though, this round. You know, Sparker almost getting this tack visor at the end, which could have made the difference, but doesn't end up with it. As it's the Houston Outlaws, they'll take map 1. As Dante's Doomfist pretty effective at disrupting that backline. Let's actually go with a Reaper Genji setup. Well, who does Dante decide to go to? Yeah, they're going to try and put pressure on Landon. Get him low. Yep. And it forces out, you know, Baptiste's self-heal as well. So you got all of his cooldowns out pretty much.
Dante's looking a little dangerously right now, but he sees Backbone coming, he sort of backs out. Power block here, does not much again. Can he catch Landon out? Pelican follows up that dive, and oh dear, this comp struggles without that Baptiste.
Completely ignoring Hardy like he doesn't exist.
Oh man.
I mean, that 2 times, like, right? And now puts himself up with the shield, just trying to run away, but the Reaper getting in his face. There's some extra damage from Sparker. That'll make the difference.
Oh, there it is. That's a Hardy shatter. Yeah, look, you hold M1 for the boys, Matt. I don't know what else to tell you. Sparker can, you know, do work for...
But if Backbone has to back out, it doesn't really do much, right?
Oh my. Pelican. One with the blade, more to come. Surely everybody grouped up in that area. Yep. Lasher and Iris are able to just handle the rest of the...
like, what does he do from here? Is that's not going to be... That will be shot through that Amp Matrix. It's going to be the Amp Matrix on one side. Is they're going to use the Meteor Strike.
So clever. He's about to get hacked there, so it's going to turn power block off and make him eat most of that tack visor damage, but he gets out just in time. Now forcing the rest of the Spitfire into the back corner, and they're not getting out. That's brutal stuff. Looks like Sparker, okay, gets last time. He's actually playing from the hunting lodge by the looks of things. He gets himself 2. Shatter there came out from Hardy. It looks like it was blocked by Pelican, who duped to the Reinhardt, by the way. Very, very cheeky.
Yeah, but it's going to be Sparker's tack visor that gets it. Reaper kind of like turned a little bit. Would have had a little bit of a view.
Oh, no, he missed it. Oh, Hardy.
A ton of time to keep this one going.
Oof, that deflection with more damage than the blade itself. Pelican able to drop down with a couple of slashes and find something, but Landon's immortality field prolongs the lifespan of most of these Spitfire players. Unfortunately, it won't protect them once Merritt really starts to stick to them. Oh, you mean the one in the previous arm? Yeah.
And then just not able to keep the supports alive. Like,
not too shabby from Hardy there. He's at least able to interrupt this death blossom, but the damage is already done. Sound barrier straight in with the offensive here from the Outlaws, and had the Spitfire again in a really nasty spot. The thing is that, Shurikens, the Spitfire are committed to this course of action now. Pelican was hacked there, so great time to push into him, but Backbone's not ready for Dante to arrive on the scene. Hardy goes down to half. He's taking a bunch of damage from Iris in the distance as well. Hardy has that shadow available, and Landon's lost that immortality field. That EMP, though, not too shabby at all. Pelican, Dante, Iris all hit with that one. Admiral trying to break line of sight here as Backbone tries to pressure from the card, and the blade comes from the depths. Connection not necessary. The Spark is too far away from the action. That's 2 on the trot here for the Outlaws. Eichenwald will go to the green.
They want to actually have this fight coming from neutral. Yes. A nice shot there from Sparker. A headshot on the Pelican.
Oh, okay. Nasty boy. Piggy tries to go for a very cheeky TP shadow play, but Hardy, he was not born yesterday, man.
Maybe Outlaws are trying to like, they're trying like to make a little bit of a highlight reel mixtape here.
There won't be a sound barrier for the Spitfire. It's defensively placed. Zoning, if you will. Sparker claims merit there with a Dragon Strike at long range, but another Amp Major just comes out. This time Ira's actually using it to help his team. Nice to see. Pelican getting a lot of value from it as well.
Yeah, really nice Dragon there from Sparker to like try and split players off, which is not enough. It's
you deal with this.
in a world of trouble there.
To back away to his side of the wall. Happy enough getting immortality filled, I suppose. Man, we haven't seen a matchup like this yet this year. Matthew, the Reinhardt mirror, the neutral. Such memories. Lennon and Sparker.
They know Johnny's in studio today.
I expect to hear a full dissertation from the man. Because so far, I mean, his side of it until he gets close enough to get at the right shield. Sound barrier for both sides. The Pelican not benefiting from it there. Another big shatter from Hardy. Beautiful stuff. Merit's knocked to the ground, and Piggy's not long after him. Cleaning house this man on the Reinhardt. Ooh, and 5 kills. That's filthy. That's Hardy for you. To land a big shatter. But that's a Blizzard comes out. Here we go. Backbone might be caught. That has to go for an ice block. And there it is. Hardy's shatter. He gets frozen. But there's a sound barrier now for the Houston Outlaws. They can work with this. Sparker though undetected in the backline. A lot of damage. It's 2 eliminations for him until Piggy brings him down. And Hardy needs to do the rest here. Lastro trying to force the aggressors back. He'll try and buy some time for the Outlaws, who definitely lost that fight.
Are they going to have enough here though, London, to get this over the line? You're going to have respawns coming in here. For the Houston Outlaws, it'll be Merit on the Tracer. He'll get a touch. Hardy takes him out before he can recall, though.
Immortality field. Okay, Iris had to survive that. He had to stay alive. Sound barrier now for the London Spitfire, and Piggy cannot hold up in the heat. It's Pelican to buy a bit of time in Wraith form as Lastro tries to touch and is unsuccessful.
For the Outlaws to open things up.
Piggy gets caught by the wall, but Merit finds the pick back. You foreshadowed it. Hardy going to try and make up the deficit here, but Piggy's playing much safer this time around. He's got no choice now but to try and go a little bit more aggressive on Hardy, who's taken down as he tries to charge away. Piggy almost has that Earth Shatter, but he needs the HP. And in the end, he doesn't need to leverage that ultimate. Nicely done by the Outlaws there. Piggy really playing on the more conservative side. Pays off.
Get away with just that shatter with how good they've been.
Blizzard here for Pelican, hoping to catch Lander, but Admiral actually speeds his Baptiste outside of that Blizzard. Sparker not so lucky, and Backbone's forced to ice block there. So a net positive for the Houston Outlaws. They get good value out of that Blizzard. A lot of ultimates used, though.
In that type of position, you just kind of could have just played safe around Landon. That's going to be a Dragon Strike that goes straight through the Immortality field. This thing's falling apart here for London.
Merit is absolutely filthy on this Hanzo. Fantastic Dragon Strike up to that high ground, which is exactly where Landon was positioned to try and get value out of his amplification matrix. The Outlaws come up with an answer in a big way. And Hardy now has to back away a little bit more. Keep an eye on those immortality fields. They're going to be crucial in this next fight because it's the last one.
Oh, you lose Admiral again here at the start. That is a huge pick-off for the Houston Outlaws. And the shatter comes down from Piggy, knocks him away from...
Gets closer than that, and the round's probably over, so... Sparker functioning similar to Hanzo, but has less shield pressure here, so wants to punish Piggy when he has that barrier down, and that's a bit scary. He drops off the high ground as he can't see anything. TP.
Yeah, you can't see anything. There's just this Maywall's on the way, no matter what high ground you go for. As
oh man, this is
things fall apart here for the London Spitfire at the end.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. It is a 3-0 for the Houston Outlaws. London try make use of the Widowmaker, which in theory is fine, right? You have a longer sideline to play from. You know you can't afford to give nearly as much ground as you had in the previous round. Unfortunately,